Hey, what's going on to all of my Virgos? So you Virgos got the Six of Swords, the Sun, the Page of Swords, Four of Wands, the Eight of Swords, okay, the Fool, the Hermit, which does represent Virgo, okay, that's interesting, the Six of Cups, okay, all right, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. Okay, so y'all already know what those cards mean. Y'all already know what the Six of Cups means, but let's get into it. Okay, so for you Virgos, you have the Six of Swords, the Sun, and the Page of Swords. I mean, the cards speak for themselves. Someone is coming in, right? Trying to get in good. Let me just, someone is coming in trying to get in good with you. Someone, obviously, Six of Cups, that's coalescing with it later on in this reading. Obviously, it's somebody that more than likely you already know. Some also, too, it's a representative of other people coming in that, you know, who are new, coming in, trying to say what's up, getting to know you, trying to, you know, speak to you. The Sun card represents a lot of you Virgos at this time are pretty much carefree in that sense. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, you don't necessarily really care because it's just a natural process of life. It's a part of life. It's kind of like the circle of life from the Lion King movie, right? The circle of life, how things, you know, go around, how things are, you know, cyclical, you know, cyclical and stuff like this. You Virgos are pretty much not tripping out about it. You're not going to try to hold on to somebody who doesn't want to hang around you, right? You're just not doing that. If the person wants to leave your life, if the person walks out of your life for whatever reason, they stop calling you, you Virgos don't care, right? At least you shouldn't care. I know I don't care. I'm a Virgo. I don't really care. It's nothing but the circle of life to me because I'm not trying to handcuff anybody to do anything that they don't want to. However, the Page of Swords represent, but you do have, I ain't even gonna lie, the Page of Swords, you do have a lot of people who are out here trying to kind of handcuff you and give you a hard time. Like, I keep telling y'all, the people that we have out here, this is why it is that Mercury goes retrograde so much. It's because Mercury goes retrograde to show people so that people can catch themselves in the action. Mercury goes retrograde to create introspection in people because people be thinking of the most out there things that you can think of normally, let alone when there's a full moon, let alone when Mercury goes retrograde. It becomes on a whole new level, especially if we had a conjunction of multiple things going on where it was a full moon and a Mercury retrograde going on at the same time. And that's the type of mentality that some people have for you. They have this mentality of they're going to give you Virgos a hard time, and that's going to get you to raise your hand and volunteer to stay and be with them long term. I don't know what it is that well, I do know, I'm just being facetious, but I don't know what it is that these people out here, Virgo, are thinking that they are dating, or what type of strategy I do know that they're using, but it's delusional. People actually think that's going to work, right? And this is what it is that we are expected to marry, court, date, take seriously. Okay. Then you have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands represent, they're trying to, again, they're trying to trap you because the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords, they don't know what to do. They want to create a household. They want to love you, but at the same time, they don't seem to understand that Virgo is one of those zodiac signs that you cannot control. You can't do that. It's not in the DNA of a Virgo to be controlled. That's the reason why the planet Mercury is both diurnal, right? Diurnal or nocturnal, meaning that in everyone's chart, depending on if you're born day or night, right? What happens is that you have planets set to those things, right? Depending on if you're born day and night. And there's a staunch difference in a person's chart, right? So as a result of this, Virgo, or I should say by association, the planet Mercury, not necessarily Virgo, but the planet Mercury is both day and night. So it slips, it dances in between the two. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. It's the unpredictability of it. The idea that they're trying to control you by being manipulative, playing mind games, or at least they think that's what it is that they're doing. But when in actuality, what it is that they are doing to you Virgos is they're just turning you off. They're just getting you Virgos to the point where you know, if this is their idea of it, it's like, okay, I can't take you seriously because this is what it is that we own, because you on some dysfunctional stuff. That's what it is a lot of you Virgos are thinking. A lot of y'all are thinking that they own some dysfunctional stuff. So they are not meant to necessarily be taken seriously at this point in time. But at the same time, a lot of you Virgos are being a very good sport, right? And you have now you have the Fool, the Hermit, and the Six of Cups, okay? The Fool, the Hermit, and the Six of Cups. Obviously, the Six of Cups is people are coming back, whom you used to hang out with, kick it with. But see, the situation is, it's all about what type of stance you want to take. Now, both of these stances both have individual people on them. But one card is more astute or more within your benefit to take, and one of them is not. Okay? The card that is the most astute, without further ado, is the Fool card. Why? Because the Fool represents freedom. The Fool represents power, because these people because the Hermit represents them, really. Even though it does represent Virgo, the Hermit represents the stance that they are taking. And if you pay attention, look at how the Fool is actually in the lead and the Hermit is behind. One is day, one is at night. That's why it is that the Hermit needs the light, or they think that they need the light, right? Even though they can see in the dark too, or they should be able to see in the dark. So it goes to show you that you're not necessarily taking a stance in the aspect of night and day. What it is that it's a stance of which type of approach do you want to take, is what these cards are asking, saying, suggesting. What it's saying is that a lot of you should understand that there are approaches to this, because Virgos are at a point where a lot of Virgos, and this is something that I'm seeing, right? This is something that I'm really seeing. By the way, if this reading resonated with you, feel free to come through and get a personal reading from me. The link to the website is in the description box, as well as the comment section. And also my email address in which you can reach me is Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Thank you. But the Six of Cups is that, like I said, people whom you used to hang out with, kick it, they're coming through, right? They're coming, they're making their way back. But the thing is that, again, they're trying to get their foot back in the door. But like I said before, the Hermit is that they haven't really been, the Hermit also represents them too. So it represents the stance that you can take, but it also represents their current situation where they've been isolating themselves. They haven't been really hanging out with a whole lot of people. They've been by themselves. They've been alone, right? Thinking about the things that, the interactions that you and them have had. But the Fool represents how a lot of you Virgos you really want things to change in a real way, right? Because the way that dating is nowadays, it's something to where, you know, the more things change is the more things stay the same. Meaning that for you Virgos, the more you try to stop having people come back and do all this stuff, if again, they don't like you, they, you know, they just all around, all of this gobbledygook, right? All of this, you're not good enough and you ain't this, and just going in, just you not this, and you not fly, and you not this, and always telling you, comparing you, and telling you what it is that you're not, and how you're not good enough, and how other people are so much better, and ignoring you if they're not telling you that. All that gobbledygook, right? All of that. And then when you Virgos go, okay, fine. You know, you told me I'm not good enough. You told me you didn't need me. Okay. So since you don't need the Virgos, why are you back here trying to rehash things out? Go on, player. Go on with your cool self. Go ahead. Because if you don't go ahead with your cool self, because you cool with stuff like this, the Virgos are going to be over here and they're going to be cracking jokes on you. Oh, you so cool. You so cool, but you hanging out by yourself. Go ahead on about your business. Stop coming back to a group of people whom you already acted like were losers. You need to keep yourself away. The Queen of Wands and the King of Wands to my Virgos represents how this also represents how a lot of you Virgos just see the relationship is messed up. They see the relationship is messed up, but they're trying to come on in. They're thinking that they can, Six of Cups, they're thinking that they can come on in and try to, you know, rehash the situation and somehow fix it. And you Virgos just see it for what it is. The relationship, the interactions between yourselves and these people was terrible. It was like the devil card. All of this, you know, let me show you. All of this entrapment, all of this unacquainted, unaccounted for disrespect out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And it was just unjustified. Person can't tell you if they don't like you and if they don't rock with you, why is it that they're taking this extreme stance? They don't like you, remember? But why can't they seem to take the chains off of their necks, so to speak? Because there's nothing tightening the chains. They have their freedom. You have your freedom. A lot of you Virgos have chosen to get rid or escape or leave any situation that is harmful by hanging out with them. Any type of person that's disrespectful, off the wall, this, that, and the third, really just out there, you Virgos don't want any part of that. And why would you? Why would you, right? Why would you Virgos, right? So let's clarify the Six of Cups. Why should the Virgos be asked to deal with that in the first place? Why? I don't understand why. So to clarify, hold on, let me shuffle it up real well. So to clarify the Six of Cups, you Virgos have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Strength. The Ace of Cups is these people thinking to themselves, they got a lot of love for you, but they see you as the Three of Wands. You've already turned your back and moved forward with this. Yeah. But they also feel guilty, and they also feel bad for doing the stuff that they did to you. Who cares? And then you have the Strength, because they allowed their position in life to really get them spiritually caught up, physically caught up too. And I may make a video talking about that, right? About how far the ego will really be out here taking you. Because people who have this problem with this chip on their shoulder, it creates competition because they're doing the most. And oh, let me draw another one. They're doing the most and they're not being asked to do the most, but they're performing and doing all this. And then you have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is some of them may have potentially gotten out of a relationship. Some of them may have realized, even if they've been staying with themselves, or I should say staying by themselves for a while, some of them realized that they walked or they made a relationship with you exceedingly more difficult than what it's actually supposed to be. So as a result of this is a situation where they kind of have to take that, Virgo. They kind of have to take that L. Let's clarify the Hermit. Let's clarify the Hermit. Hold on, let me see if... You have the Emperor, the Magician, and then you have the Knight of Cups. The Magician is Mercury also, so showed up in your reading again. So the Emperor is, they're coming in trying to be in a relationship with you and they want to get serious and all this, but the Magician is, you Virgos don't take them seriously. And they're going to have to work to be taken seriously. I mean, look, the Magician is smiling on the card as opposed to the Emperor. The Emperor is being very serious and stoic. The Magician, which is you, is smiling on the card because you don't take them seriously and you're letting them know that. And then the Knight of Cups is them like, please give me, please give me another chance. So it just depends. Do you Virgos want to give them another chance? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's clarify the Fool. Let's clarify the Fool. There we go. One more time. The Lovers, the Knight of Wands, the Two of Swords. Yeah, this person doesn't know. The Lovers, they want to be in a relationship. Sorry for that. They want to be in a relationship, Virgo. That's what they want. The Knight of Wands is that they want it at all costs. The Two of Swords is, but they do not know where to start. Some of them could also be blind to the fact that you Virgos don't want to deal with them at all, but they're still willing to try anyway. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address is in the description box. Also, too, the link to my website is in the description box, as well as the comment section below. It will be the pinned post in the comment section. Also, too, take into consideration buying my book. I do have a book available. Shout outs to the person who did actually buy that. Really appreciate it. The link to my Amazon book is in the description, as well as it'll be right next to the pinned, it'll be one of the pinned comments in the comment section below, right next to the link to my website. So that's pretty much it. Appreciate y'all. As of right now, I'm trying to get my YouTube channel to 2,500 subscribers. I have 2,397 subscribers. Please keep hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, okay? Please hit that notification bell and set that notification to all so that you can get notified whenever it is that I drop a video. Peace. Appreciate y'all.